Okay, let's unpack this. Picture this image. Hillary Clinton, former Secretary of State, running for president.
Right.
And she's deep in conversation with Lawrence Rockefeller.
Yeah.
But the really intriguing part, she's holding a book about extraterrestrials.
Yeah, that definitely makes you stop and think, doesn't it? What is going on there?
Exactly. So that's our mission today, really. We're going to do a deep dive into this photo.
We want to explore the people involved, their connections, which are, frankly, pretty surprising. Connections to a world most people don't see. And this whole initiative around UFO disclosure.
Right. And just to be clear for everyone listening, we're sticking strictly to the source material provided.
Absolutely. The goal is to give you a clear, concise understanding of this specific moment, what it meant, and, well, why it still matters.
Okay, so let's start with that core visual again.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton, major political figure, Lawrence Rockefeller.
And the book, it's called Are We Alone?
Written by Paul Davies. Who's he?
He's a respected American physicist, known for research in quantum field theory. Pretty heavy stuff.
So foundational physics, basically.
Yeah, the nature of reality, how particles interact. And his book tackles the big question. What happens if we make contact with intelligent aliens?
And we know it's that specific book.
Yes, if you zoom in on the photo, the source material shows the cover details match up. There's like a faint star near an eye,
Right.
another brighter star, and that eye design on the bottom left. It's definitely Davies' book.
Got it. And Lawrence Rockefeller. Obviously, that name rings a bell.
Oh, absolutely. He's the fourth child of John D. Rockefeller Jr., part of the Rockefeller dynasty.
American industrialists, huge figures in banking, politics.
Exactly. Their family fingerprints are all over modern banking, education systems, energy, healthcare.
Wow.
And even big international organizations like the Trilateral Commission and the UN. You're talking about a really powerful lineage there.
Which probably explains why, there's so many theories about them.
Right. The source mentions that many people believe the family is, well, kind of sinister.
Like secret conspiracies, controlling populations, damaging the environment, aiming for a new world order.
Those are the beliefs reported, yeah. And we need to stress, again, we're just reporting what the source says these beliefs are.
We're not endorsing them or knocking them down, just presenting the info impartially.
Precisely. And interestingly, the family seems well aware of this perception. David Rockefeller, in his own memoirs.
Oh, he addressed it.
He did. He wrote, and this is a direct quote, "Some even believe we are part of a secret cabal working against the best interests of the United States. Characterizing my family and me as internationalists and of conspiring with others around the world to build a more integrated global political and economic structure. One world, if you will."
Okay, that's quite the statement.
And then he finishes, "If that's the charge, I stand guilty and I am proud of it."
Guilty and proud of conspiring for one world. That's incredibly bold.
It really is. It kind of throws fuel on the fire, doesn't it? It makes you wonder why be so open.
Does it suggest maybe a confidence that public opinion doesn't matter much, or some larger game plan?
That's the question, isn't it? It hints at this bigger picture, this intersection of immense power and, weirdly enough, UFOs.
And the source mentions more serious allegations too, right?
Yeah.
But environmental damage, even genocide.
It does. It says there's a lot of evidence suggesting the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, and others might have been involved in some disturbing events.
Heavy stuff.
Very. But importantly, the source adds a nuance here. It says, but that doesn't mean we should point fingers and condemn every single member of the family.
Ah, okay. So a bit of balance.
Right. It brings it back to collective responsibility, saying, ultimately, we, the human race, are responsible for what is happening and so on. It's asking you, the listener, to think critically, not just blame.
That makes sense. It kind of shifts the focus.
And it connects to this whole world of secrecy, which the source ties into the family story. Think about Edward Snowden.
Right. His leaks about black budget operations, classified government spending, secret programs.
Exactly. Stuff kept hidden from the public, even most of Congress. It really pulled back the curtain.
And wasn't there a Washington Post investigation around that time too?
Yes, 2010, Dana Priest and William Arkin, they spent 2 years looking into it.
And what did they find?
Basically, that America's classified world is just enormous. So big, so complex, so secret.
That nobody knows the full picture.
Pretty much. They couldn't figure out the total cost, how many people work in it, how many programs exist, or even how many agencies are doing the same secret work.
That's actually kind of terrifying. A system so vast, it's beyond comprehension even from within.
It is unsettling. And think about what that means for things like UFOs.
How so?
Well, in a system that opaque, it's easy to hide things, right? And easy to dismiss claims about, say, UFO evidence, because who's going to find the proof if it's buried that deep?
Ah, I see. The secrecy enables the dismissal.
Exactly. The source says this black budget world and the UFO phenomenon go hand in hand. Okay? And that the UFO side is now backed by, quote, a tremendous amount of evidence from a number of credible people alongside a mountain of documentation.
So the secrecy hides the evidence that credible people are talking about, which brings us back to Hillary and that book.
Precisely. That book is significant because of this context.
Right.
The source claims there's a mountain of evidence showing that Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, and Lawrence Rockefeller actually started an initiative.
An initiative? To do what?
To basically push the U.S. government to officially disclose what it knows about extraterrestrials and UFOs, or UAPs, the term used more now.
Seriously?
Yeah.
They initiated that.
That's what the evidence suggests. It became known as the Rockefeller Initiative.
The Rockefeller Initiative. And what was its main goal?
It was a direct request from Lawrence Rockefeller to the CIA and the Air Force.
Asking them to.
Declassify and release all their UFO information to the public. Just open the files.
Wow. And there's proof of this initiative.
Yes. Documents related to it were obtained via the Freedom of Information Act.
By who?
Various researchers, including a group called the Paradigm Research Group, they were behind that citizen hearing on disclosure about UFOs more recently.
Okay, so there's a paper trail. This wasn't just talk.
Seems not. There's tangible evidence supporting this push for disclosure.
Were there other prominent people involved besides the Clintons and Rockefeller?
Absolutely. One really interesting figure is Dr. John Mack.
The Harvard psychologist, Pulitzer Prize winner.
That's him. He was deeply interested in the UFO and ET phenomenon. Wrote the book Abduction, Human Encounters with Aliens.
Right, I've heard of that.
And here's a key connection. Lawrence Rockefeller apparently heavily supported Mack's work. That's reported in the U.S. National Library of Medicine.
So Rockefeller was funding research into alien abduction.
It seems that way, and Mack had a really unique perspective on it all.
What was his take?
He believed the phenomenon wasn't just one thing. He said it's both literally, physically happening to a degree.
Okay, so real encounters.
And it's also some kind of psychological, spiritual experience occurring and originating perhaps in another dimension.
Whoa. So both real and something. More. Beyond just physical reality.
That was his view. He thought it forced us to stretch our understanding to consider unseen realities beyond the purely physical world.
That's a fascinating way to look at it.
Yeah.
Wasn't he also involved in that famous case in Zimbabwe?
Yes. The Ruwa incident, September 1994. Over 60 school children claimed they saw multiple hovering objects. Mack investigated that case personally.
How did that fit with his theory?
Yeah.
Seeing physical objects, but also this dimensional aspect.
He likely saw it as supporting his view, a physical event potentially acting as a gateway or trigger for that deeper, multidimensional experience he talked about.
Okay, who else? You mentioned someone linking Hillary Clinton more directly.
Right, John Podesta. His name adds a lot of weight here.
Because of his positions.
Exactly. He was counselor to Obama, chief of staff for Bill Clinton, and he headed Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign. High-level access across administrations.
And he's spoken out about UFOs.
Very directly. The source quotes him saying things like, "The time to pull the curtain back on this subject is long overdue."
Strong words from someone like him.
And he also said, "We have to do it because it's right. The American people, quite frankly, can handle the truth. And we ought to do it because it's the law."
He invoked the law.
Yeah, implying there's potentially information being illegally withheld.
What does it signal when someone with his insider experience is pushing so hard for transparency on this topic?
It's pretty significant, you know? It suggests this isn't just some fringe fantasy. His consistency over the years implies a real conviction that there's something substantial being kept secret.
Didn't he write a foreword for a book, too?
He did. Leslie Kean's 2010 bestseller, UFOs, Generals, Pilots, and Government Officials Go on the Record.
Okay, and what did he say there?
More the same, really. He said, I think it's time to open the books.
Open the books.
On questions that have remained in the dark, on the question of government investigations of UFOs. It's time to find out what the truth really is that's out there.
What the truth really is that's out there. It echoes, doesn't it?
It really does.
So let's recap for everyone listening. We started with this one photograph, right? Hillary Clinton, Lawrence Rockefeller, the book on aliens. And it opened up this whole exploration into powerful families. massive government secrecy.
And this specific documented effort, the Rockefeller Initiative involving the Clintons, to get UFO information declassified.
Plus, figures like Dr. John Mack exploring the deeper nature of these phenomena, and high-level insiders like John Podesta demanding the truth be released.
Yeah, it connects a lot of seemingly separate dots into one, well, pretty compelling picture.
So the final thought we want to leave you with is this. You have these very influential people, Podesta, the Clintons, Rockefeller, explicitly saying or working towards the idea that the public deserves the truth about UFOs.
They believe you can handle the truth, as Podesta put it. So the question to really mull over is, what is that truth they think you can handle? What's really out there?
And maybe more importantly, why do they seem to think it's so crucial for all of us to finally know it?
Something to think about.